It's a bird. It's a plane. It's McFarlane Superman Hush. Hey, what's shaking, what's baking? Welcome to another video from Hero City Toy Reviews. Today, we will be looking at the McFarlane DC Multiverse Superman Hush action figure. Released in 2025, of course, this action figure is based on the Batman Hush storyline that came out, I think, 2002, 2003. Superman only shows up in that story for a brief period, where he is controlled by Poison Ivy, and Superman and Batman have a big fight, big battle. So that's what this figure is based on. Let's have a quick look at the box. This figure came out in 2025, of course, and as you can see, it's a very different box. I think this is a new thing McFarlane is doing to get you some less expensive figures. No accessories, much smaller packaging, and you just get a figure and no accessories. So there's $12, I want to say, cheaper than the full-size Superman Hush McFarlane figure, which came with a stand, some hands, and the McFarlane card. So it's about $12 cheaper if you just buy the figure and you get nothing with it. Of course, the back, there's Superman with a Poison Ivy around him from the storyline in 2002 to 2003. So I find this interesting. I guess it's a good option, save you some money if you don't really care for the stand or the card or extra hands or whatever, you just want a figure. There's a good option. It's the first time I've seen these locally, so kind of caught my eye because the packaging is so different. But anyways, it looks like a really nice figure. So let's get this guy opened up and have a closer look. All right, guys, there he is out of the box. Of course, just a figure. Pretty quick unboxing here. If you are an inbox collector, the other type of McFarlane boxes are a lot better, because this one you kind of have to rip open, as you see there, and you're left without a box, really. So if you like your boxes, then this type of packaging is not for you. There's no other way to open it. The other ones have flaps that you can open and close again, so they're much better. So let's have a quick look at the figure. As you can see, the cape really stands out right away. It's plastics or rubber, and it's not posable. It just comes like this, wraps around him, and there's not much you can do with it, really. But this guy's got weight. You can tell this is a much heavier and bulkier Superman right off the bat, just holding him. He is heavy. He is thick. A lot of muscles. Very different than the previous Superman that I've opened from McFarlane, that's for sure. Either way, I mean, the cape looks really good. It's rubber. It's not posable. But it's still a cool look to have him like standing like that with the wind, I guess, blowing the cape in front of him. I do like that. It does take a little bit of time to get him to stand here. You gotta kind of mess around with him a little bit, but let's take a closer look. So there's the sculpting. Looks like a thicker, meaner, more serious Superman. I don't mind this at all, actually. Looks mean, looks good, looks like he's tough. So that's a good look. Especially from that story. That was a really good story. If you haven't read it, I do recommend it. It's been a while since I read it, but I do remember it being quite good. So the sculpt's good. He's got his little curl, of course, mandatory curl, which is nice. He's got the nice colors, nice paint application. Of course, the red trunks. If you know me on this channel, you know I like the trunks. I'm a classic Superman guy, so happy to see him with the trunks. Very nice. You can kind of see the logo there. Kind of stands out from his chest a little bit. It's not painted right on. It's like a separate piece that went on there, which is nice. Nice big logo on the cape. I love that. I love my Superman with the logo on the cape. That's a must. It's classic and it's good. That one looks really nice right there. Of course, all the wrinkles and stuff, the cape just kind of blowing in the wind and blowing out in front of him. Looks really, really nice, guys. And like I said, he's got weight. Like, this guy feels heavy. Definitely thicker than usual. I will bring out some of the other McFarlane Superman shortly to compare, but yeah, you can tell right off the bat this guy's different. I love the way he looks. Really, really nice. Very cool, guys. Very impressed right out of the box. let's take a look at some articulation. All right, so articulation, his head, side to side, up and down. Arms move nicely all the way up, not too stiff, which is good. So you see all the joints there. Elbows move, you got the wrist, and up and down, of course. Bends at the waist a little bit, like that. Legs come up. Again, the cape does get in the way of this one, but you got your knee bend, your toe bend, and of course your ankles, which is nice. Very good articulation. He turns actually quite a bit at the waist here. You can see that, the chest area turns quite a bit, which is cool. Again, nicely done. Looks great in my opinion. I wasn't sure initially if I wanted to get this one. Something with the face looked off to me, but now that I have this guy in my hand, I'm happy I bought him. It's a great look. Tougher, stronger Superman. Looks really good, guys. Very impressed. A very cool looking Superman. And again, I thought I wouldn't like the cape because it's not again, a cloth cape with the wire in it, but I mean, it works. It's a nice little pose. It's like a classic Superman standing there with the cape blowing in front of him. I do like that too. So I'll bring in some of the other Supermans now and we will have a comparison. All right, guys, there he is. Next to three other Superman. The classic 78 Christopher Reeve Superman, the new 52, and the Silver Age Superman, all by McFarlane. Definitely these two are my favorite on the ends. The classic Silver Age is probably the most beautiful Superman McFarlane's ever done, in my opinion. And next to that will be the Christopher Reeve. This one I just reviewed. The video is also up for that one. Just a side note here. I think the cape puts a lot of weight on his back. He keeps wanting to fall backwards. I had to use the stand from the new 52 figure because, like I showed you, this packaging did not come with a stand. So heads up on that. So maybe you are better off getting the bigger edition that comes with the stand and the extra hands, etc., because this guy needs a stand to stand up. Even now you can see that foot's a little bit up. He's leaning backwards. Tried a million different ways to pose him off camera, but he keeps wanting to fall backwards. I think the rubber cape just adds too much weight. So just a heads up on that. Let's have a quick measurement. So we'll do this guy first, of course, right there. And he is about almost 6.5 inches. Of course, the new 52 is 6 inches, and these guys are all close to 6.5 on the ends. But you can tell the body how much bigger he is compared to all of the rest, and how much more detail there is in the muscles and stuff. Definitely a much beefier, more muscular Superman with the Superman hush here. All great figures. All worth having if you're a Superman collector like me. Happy about him and love all the other ones as well. So having them all together just looks amazing. Please let me know your thoughts. What do you think of the Superman Hush by McFarlane? And which one's your favorite out of these four? Silver Age is definitely my favorite, like I said. So followed by the Christopher Reeve. But let me know your thoughts. And again, thank you so much for watching. And please like, comment, and subscribe. The channel is fairly new, so any kind of support is very much appreciated, guys. And we will see you in the next one. Take care.